This video was shot at KublaCon 2014, the con of cons in Burlingame, California. Each Memorial Day weekend at KublaCon, you'll find enthusiastic excitement for gamers of all ages. From Pathfinder Society events to War College seminars to board, card, and role-playing games, KublaCon has it covered. Stop by KublaCon.com for more information, and be sure to look through all of our show coverage at ogrecave.com.
I'm here with Jason Topolski.
Yep.
And we're looking at Camp Grizzly, which is, well, describe this game for folks.
So think of a 1970s slasher flick, like a Friday the 13th, where everybody plays as camp counselors. It's mostly a cooperative game. And then there's a NPC, which is a killer named Otis, and he chases around the counselors and tries to kill them. So it's mostly cooperative.
Although you just really want to be a survivor.
Yes. So there's 4 different ways to win the game. To escape in the van, the ranger tower, the boat, or have a showdown in the barn. And it depends on what types of objectives you find throughout the game. Like if you want to escape with the van, you're going to need keys, a car battery, and a gas tank. So if you get the gas can, the battery, and the keys, then you can head to the van, and you can either wait for everybody to get there to start the finale, or you can leave on your own. That's where it becomes mostly cooperative. So I've seen people wait around for the entire party to show up, but they all wipe by that point, or one person make it there and attempt the ending and then die on their own, that kind of thing. So, yeah.
So roam around the campsite, the campgrounds, gather your essential things for survival,
yes,
and then flee before
yes.
you're killed. Are there any basic truisms of horror movies that are represented in this?
I've tried to hit all the tropes. Okay. You know, we've got the I'm running around with a weapon and I trip and you're damaged. The killer is moving around slowly behind everybody, but then just drawing the wrong card. He's instantly in your location and attacking. From our Kickstarter, we added in a bunch of bimbos. So there's bimbos that run around the camp and fool around with everybody they come in contact with.
That sounds like that would provoke death.
Yes. Oh, yeah. It triggers a mechanic that we call Tempting Fate, which means that you draw cards and discard them unless it's a red card or an Otis card, and that means that the killer is then going to show up. So, yeah, you have horror movie cameos. There's a crazy old man. There's the cops that don't believe you. There's the head counselor of the camp. The bimbos, of course. From the Kickstarter, we've also added in the killer's family. So a little bit of Texas Chainsaw Massacre in there. Everything that we could think of, really, that's, from specifically the 70s, early 80s horror genre. Because once you hit the 80s, then you get all sorts of, really bizarre, over-the-top Dream Warrior, Freddy Krueger kind of stuff.
Right.
And we're saving that for an expansion. Yeah.
So when can people expect Camp Grizzly to be out?
So we had a successful Kickstarter just this last, went from October into early December. We got over 300% funding. We have about 5,000 copies that are going to show up from Hong Kong sometime in about 2 months. And that'll be the base game. Probably 3-4 months after that, then our expansions will start coming out.
Nice.
Yeah. So small expansions, 18-card expansions with additional characters. So I'm running demos here all weekend. I've included all of the expansions that I've got from my own test version for people to play, and it's been a lot of fun.
Well, I have to agree. The game is a lot of fun. I played it a couple years ago while you were still kind of developing it, and it's changed a bit, got high production value and color, looks great, and can't wait for it to be out.
Thank you so much.
Jason, thanks a lot.
Well, thank you. It was good seeing you again. I swear you were one of the first play testers 2 years ago.
Could be. I had to play it.
They have an ant box. Ant or larva. On the top corner of each card, there is a silver and little ant icon, and that is the cost. It must be paid when this card is played.
I'm here with Brian Denmark, who is coordinating this tournament of Star Wars X-Wing from Fantasy Flight Games. And what does it take to run a tournament like this?
A little bit of organization and not being quick enough to say no.
Ah, okay. How many people are in this? 40 or so?
I think we have 49 today.
Nice. And what do they get during this tournament? What do they have to do?
Well, they're going to be playing 6 rounds, 6 games, and then the top 8 players are going to go to a single elimination bracket. And we're going to be paying out a wide variety of promotional materials, and the top player is going to get a buy at the Nationals event.
Ah, okay. Where does that take place? Origins or Gen Con?
I'm not sure. I think Gen Con.
Okay. Great. And so how long do you expect everyone's going to be playing today?
I expect we're going to be here until, well, we're going to do, the Swiss is going to take until about 6 o'clock, and then I imagine top 8 is going to run until about 8 or 9. So we're going to be here all day.
Oh, wow. So that's a good 12 hours or so.
Yes.
All right. Well, looks like everyone's getting along well and having fun. Who shot first?
Han shot first.
Thank you, sir.
I recognize that symbol too. But this metal tusks put them on your chin and you look like me. And you're spare. Show 'em. On your chin. Now you look like an ogre.
We found our way upstairs to the 9th floor. The first time that KublaCon's been taking over the Regency Lounge. Is that what they call it?
Yeah, that's right. Regency Lounge.
And we found Vern Roberts up here, who is in charge of role-playing game coordination for KublaCon, with all this really cool stuff. Can you tell us what's going on here?
Yeah, this room is filled with about $10,000 worth of Dwarven Forge master base. And it's owned by a few different guys, kind of a collective. They call themselves Proving Ground Productions that put on the events for KublaCon. They've been doing it for us for about 12 years now. And generally we run Pathfinder games here. Usually the KublaCon Megadungeon crawl will run several times across the course of the weekend, and then Sunday afternoon to Sunday evening, the Proving Ground Productions will do their very large 25-player Pathfinder, not Dungeons and Dragons, multiplayer PvP event, all drow characters usually, so it's very cutthroat. It's competitive yet fun, and we use these wonderful Dwarven Forge Master Maze pieces for it.
And so for the big event, all of these different tables worth of it will be connected?
Yeah, so these areas are all part of like a big world, and the players will kind of intersperse between the different areas and interact. So usually what will happen is they'll disperse into separate tables to begin with, and as they start to clear out places and other guys are coming to the places where they're at, they'll kind of interact, and usually it'll funnel down into one general central location where the absolute bloodbath occurs.
Are you running that, or are you going to participate? Or
so it has 5 GMs. There are 4 GMs that run the tables, and then there's one Uber GM that kind of oversees everything, and I definitely will be running one of the tables.
How long has it taken to compile all of this Dwarven Forge awesomeness?
Compile as in to collect it all? Yes. It's been more than 12 years in the making. We actually started doing this prior to getting together as a group, so I would say within the last 12, probably 13 to 14 years as a group, we've been collectively putting it together, pooling our resources to buy all this stuff.
Dwarven Forge brought you all together.
It did. It's actually kind of an amazing story, because my friend Chris and I started with an idea of doing kind of a PvP massively multiplayer, it was D&D at the time, event. And we ran our event at what used to be Conquest, is now PacificCon. And a gentleman named Scott Bagley approached us and said, hey, I know this great guy, Rory Toma. He's looking to do some stuff very similar to what you're doing. He's got some ideas that are similar. You guys got some ideas that are similar. If you take your peanut butter and get it stuck in his chocolate, I think you'll have something awesome. And and so we got together and we did it. And the first time we ran it was 12 years ago.
So there's going to be a lot of player death.
Yeah, absolutely.
How many times is this setup going to be used at the show? I mean, there's many, many tables in this great space up at the top of the hotel. How much mileage are you going to get out of this show?
So generally, the entirety of all the tables get used for the one big event where we've got all 25 of the players. The central table that is very near where those folks are is what's used for the Megadungeon crawl. The Megadungeon crawl gets run multiple times over the course of the weekend. So we had 2 events on Friday. We'll have 2 events today, one on Sunday and one on Monday. So it gets a pretty decent amount of usage. Plus, we get enough foot traffic. People just come in and going, "Wow, that's cool stuff."
Well, it's a great advertisement for just generally being a fun show to come to. All of this really neat toys, basically.
Yes.
Thanks for showing us around.
Not a problem.
And we'll try to come back by and see the carnage later.
Yeah, you're welcome too. It's a lot of fun.
Good one. You realize that you don't have a full map. So you don't have going last line. This is just a going last. Sorry, it's like, no, I want to go first. All right, you want to use it now?
All right, where am I?
I recommend, I am going to be using a spell.
So
You can just grab me and run out of the way.
Oh, you're all the way back there by the entrance. You gotta
Well, that's they're not carrying half a dozen.
you can just move up to that.
That's assuming a lot.
That's assuming.
Kinds of.
So,
artifacts.